Thank you, Mr. Chairman, or Mr. Speaker. I rise in support of House Resolution 1845, legislation that I introduced earlier this year to help modernize the Small Business Development Center programs, or often referred to as SBDCs, with the resources they need to deal with increased demand and usage during this difficult time. First, I'd like to thank Chairwoman Velasquez for her leadership and work on this important Small Business Committee, and also Ranking Member Graves for working together with me to move this important piece of legislation through the committee and now here on the House floor. Nationwide, the over 1,000 SBDCs serve as important and informative resources for growing small businesses. SBDCs provide emerging entrepreneurs with the tools needed to successfully take their small business concepts into reality. Additionally, they provide existing small business owners with important financial and budgeting consulting to assist in long-term growth and management. The investments made into the SBDC network provide a cost-effective way to help grow the economy while also enhancing American competitiveness. Let's just look at the facts. A new business is opened by an SBDC client every 41 minutes. A new job is created in the United States by an SBDC client every 7 minutes. And in 2007, Small Business Development Center clients created over 70,000 new full-time jobs. With the recent unemployment figures at over 10% nationwide, more and more small businesses are investing and visiting their local SBDCs, seeking advice on how to best manage their company. As such, I am pleased that this House is considering H.R. 1845 today. This legislation will do a great deal to continue to help develop the resources and programs upon our nation's small business owners depend. Additionally, H.R. 1845 makes several operational changes to the SBDC program to eliminate waste, fraud, and duplicative programs within the SBDCs. Lastly, I am encouraged by the potential of provisions in this legislation which will reward SBDCs which focus on access to credit and capital for small businesses. Everyone understands that the economic rebound for our country will be directly related to the growth and fortune of our nation's small businesses. Their access to credit and capital is essential not only to keep them in business today, but also for future expansion, growth, and investment within their business. This body voices its continued backing of the important support system on which our nation's small businesses truly rely by passing H.R. 1845. With that, Mr. Speaker, I urge passage, yield back, and reserve the balance of my time.
Does the gentleman yield back or reserve?
I'm sorry, I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman reserves. Gentleman from New York.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to inquire if the gentleman has further speakers.
I do.
I continue to reserve.
Gentleman reserves. Gentleman from Illinois.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would yield to my good friend from the state of Illinois, Mr. Shimkus, for whatever time he might consume.
Gentleman from Illinois is recognized. Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I again come down on the floor. It's a good time to talk about jobs and the economy and the importance of what the Small Business Committee here does. And I applaud my colleague from Illinois for addressing the Small Business Development Centers. Because guess what? They're going to be needed. And they're going to be needed to be able to help and train and try to find jobs when we have this massive loss of jobs that occur because of the Democrat health care bill. Don't take my word for it. Take the word of